Touhou. What is it? Well, if you're me, you'd assume it's an anime. Maybe a gacha game? But nope. To my surprise, the Touhou Project is actually a franchise of bullet hells, or shoot-em-ups, all solely developed by this guy who goes by the moniker of Zune. This series can be hard to get into due to the scale of it, having 19 mainline titles. I decided to play Touhou 10, Mountain of Fate. Why 10 and not 1? Well, from my quick googling, Touhou 10 is a good introduction to the franchise, along with the fact that the games before this one are less accessible. After picking a game, the next challenge you'll quickly discover is that all the games are only in Japanese. Now, the games do have English in them, so you could probably figure it out via some basic troubleshooting. However, I would recommend taking the time to install one of the patches made by the community just to make your life slightly easier. After this, you'll find the games are very challenging. All the Touhou games have the simple system of you controlling a character and dodging an endless barrage of bullets sent your way. The different entries to the series vary in nuances to the game's mechanics, but seeing as I haven't played the other games and I'm a small-brained peon, I'm not going to explain any of that to you. These games are all about learning and executing patterns, and it is so satisfying when you get it right. The games are very arcade-like. If you start playing, you won't get a checkpoint until you reach the next stage, and if you want the true ending of the game, you'll have to beat it in one run, meaning no use of said checkpoints. Also, if you leave the game at any time, it's back to stage 1 for you. Touhou has a story and a ton of lore, but I haven't even managed to beat one game, so here's my limited knowledge of the franchise. In Touhou, there are 2 titular characters. Reimu, a shrine priestess that guards the barrier to Gensokyo, the yokai dimension which the games take place in, and Marissa, a human mage who's gifted in light and heat magic. The games follow a pattern of being confronted by various yokai, either protecting their territory or straight up trying to devour you. Besides the mainline games, Touhou has also ventured into the fighting game genre, none of which I actually played, but hey, the animations are really cool. Touhou also has a few titles labeled as the picture snap genre. Now when I heard that, I imagined Pokemon Snap, but nope. These games are seemingly the main titles, except instead of shooting your foes, you seemingly just take pictures of them while trying to avoid certain death as they attempt to kill you. Zune actually collaborated with various companies to make these, so they are considered canon to the franchise. He actually provided many of the scenarios in the games as well as the music. Speaking of the music, the soundtracks are essential to this franchise. The Touhou games are full of amazing music. I mean, just listen. All of this, of course, has inspired a lot of people. A cool thing about Touhou is how flexible its IP is. While the assets themselves are protected, you are free to use the characters as well as remix the music. This of course has led to multiple rabbit holes outside of the games. There are multiple groups that just make Touhou-inspired music. Touhou also has a ton of fan games, one of which I played. Touhou Mystia's Izakaya is a restaurant simulator where you play as Mystia, a bird demon who's kinda an airhead. Mystia owns a nice restaurant until one day a mysterious customer comes to ruin her business. That is until Mystia is seemingly reincarnated, believing it to all be a dream. Now Mystia is at rock bottom with a barely operational food stall. Worse yet, Mystia's friend is in debt who she refuses to not help. Now it's up to you to collect ingredients, learn recipes, and entice the locals to come to your eatery in the hopes of achieving your former glory. I mean your dream. You can tell this game was made with heart. The art is really nice and the gameplay is solid, albeit simple. The game even pays homage to the series mechanics by having each Touhou character have a unique attack. Though in this game they can provide you buffs as well as negatives. This is reminiscent of the spell cards in the main series. This is a fun game. That's as peaceful as it is hectic. My one gripe with the game is how slow it starts. You feel like you're standing around doing absolutely nothing. However, you will soon start longing for the ability to just stand still. Everything about this game is just as great as the official entries, and this is even longer than them. Though it'll probably still take you longer to finish a Touhou game on Lunatic. As you can see, Touhou is a sprawling franchise, and if you didn't already know about it, now's the perfect time to get into it, as the 19th game, Unfinished Dream of All Living Ghost, releases on the 12th of August. This concludes my dive, but there's plenty I didn't touch upon, from the various print media, including art books, manga, and novels, to the characters themselves, or even the memes spawned from the series. If you're a Touhou fan, what should I check out next? Tell me down below, and I'll see y'all next time.